Chapter 5 is an interesting chapter, full of surprises. Nature nurtures all things with the wholeness of complete virtue. So, let us continue. It shows the greatest and perfect kindness by giving life to let all things grow and accomplish them with the hastening of the harvest. So basically, what we are being told is that the heaven and earth are unbiased. Nature nurtures all things with the wholeness of complete virtue. Therefore, according to ancient custom, nature may seem unkind to regard all beings as a traditional straw dog for sacrifice. Alright, so this is an interesting verse. Basically, humans are being compared to straw dogs. And if we look at Chinese history, straw dogs are basically small straw figurines that were being used as puppets in ancient China during shows. And after the show was complete, the straw dogs were being tossed away because they had no meaning anymore. So a cynic way to look at this verse is basically to say that humans have no value. But I think that if we look at everything else that we are being told in this book, I don't think that's the meaning of the authors. I think they are basically referring to the idea that we only have physical bodies here as instruments and as vehicles and as vessels, and after we finish our existence here on earth we continue without our physical bodies that are tossed aside like straw dog after a puppet show. The space between heaven and earth is like the bellows. The bellows are an instrument that is used to be used by a blacksmith to put a fire away. So it's basically this instrument that you blow air into the fire in order to eliminate it. And the space between heaven and earth is like the bellows. It appears empty, yet it gives a supply that never fails. The more it moves, the more it brings forth. The more it moves, the more it brings forth. This idea of the bellows, this idea of the relationship between the heaven and the earth, that basically you shouldn't think about heaven as something static that is above. You should think about it in something much more dynamic that constantly creates, and there's constant movement between heaven and earth, back and forth. Many words lead to exhaustion. Alright, so all of a sudden, they give us a hint that we shouldn't talk too much. Many words lead to exhaustion. It is better to center on the true essence within. You shouldn't focus on constant blabber all the time. You should focus on your inner essence within yourself. These are the small tips that are given to us in the end of chapter 5.